First contact, the arrival, the vast expanse of space had always held secrets, but humanity never expected to uncover them quite like this. It was a crisp autumn morning when the sky above New York City erupted in a dazzling display of light and color. Citizens stopped in their tracks, mouths agape, as a massive ship materialized through what appeared to be a tear in the fabric of reality itself. Dr. Elena Reyes, lead astrophysicist at the Global Space Initiative, was among the first to witness the extraordinary event. She had been sipping her morning coffee in Central Park when the world as she knew it changed forever. The steaming cup slipped from her fingers, shattering on the concrete path as she stared up at the impossible sight. "This can't be happening," she whispered, her mind racing to process what her eyes were seeing. The alien vessel was unlike anything humanity had ever conceived. It resembled a living, breathing organism more than a spacecraft. Its surface rippled and shifted, iridescent hues dancing across its skin like the aurora borealis. As it descended through the atmosphere, New Yorkers fled in panic, their screams echoing through the concrete canyons of the city. But Elena stood her ground, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. She fumbled for her phone, her trembling fingers struggling to dial the number for the GSI's emergency hotline. "This is Dr. Reyes," she said, her voice surprisingly steady. "We have a code Omega. I repeat, code Omega. First contact is imminent." Across the globe, similar scenes played out as the alien ship made its presence known. From the neon-lit streets of Tokyo to the sun-baked savannas of Africa, humanity collectively held its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. In Washington, D.C., President Amelia Hawthorne received the news with a mixture of awe and trepidation. She had always believed that humanity would one day make contact with extraterrestrial life, but she never imagined it would happen during her tenure. Madam President, her Chief of Staff, Jack Morrison, said as he burst into the Oval Office, "We're receiving reports of an alien vessel over New York City. The Joint Chiefs are awaiting your orders." Hawthorne took a deep breath, steeling herself for the monumental task ahead. "Tell them to stand down," she said firmly. "We can't risk appearing hostile. This is a moment for diplomacy, not aggression." As the world's leaders scrambled to formulate a response, the alien ship came to a halt, hovering majestically over the Statue of Liberty. A hush fell over the city as a beam of shimmering light descended from the vessel, touching down on Liberty Island. Dr. Reyes, who had made her way to the island along with a hastily assembled team of scientists and government officials, watched in amazement as a figure began to materialize within the beam. Her heart raced as she realized she was about to become one of the first humans to lay eyes on an extraterrestrial being. The alien that emerged from the light was both familiar and utterly foreign. It stood on two legs and had two arms, but that's where the similarities to humans ended. Its skin was a deep, midnight blue, covered in intricate patterns that seemed to pulse with an inner light. Its eyes, large and almond-shaped, were a brilliant silver that reflected the world around them like living mirrors. As the alien took its first steps on Earth, Elena couldn't help but notice how gracefully it moved, as if it were lighter than air. It turned its gaze towards the assembled humans, and Elena felt a shiver run down her spine. There was intelligence in those eyes, ancient and profound. The alien raised one of its four-fingered hands in what seemed to be a gesture of peace. Then, to everyone's astonishment, it spoke in perfect English. "Greetings, people of Earth," it said, its voice melodious and androgynous. "I am Zorak, emissary of the Galactic Confederation. We come in peace and with great curiosity about your world." Elena stepped forward, her scientific training kicking in despite the surreal nature of the situation. "Welcome to Earth, Zorak," she said, her voice carrying across the stunned silence. "I'm Dr. Elena Reyes. On behalf of humanity, we're honored to make your acquaintance." Zorak's silver eyes seemed to sparkle with interest. "Dr. Reyes, your bravery is commendable. Many species flee at first contact, yet you stand here, eager to engage. This is most intriguing." As Elena and Zarok began to converse, news of the peaceful first contact spread rapidly across the globe. Fears of an alien invasion gave way to a cautious optimism. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, and the possibilities seemed endless. But not everyone viewed the aliens' arrival with such enthusiasm. In the shadows, a group of individuals watched the events unfold with growing concern. They called themselves the Terran Preservation Front, and they believed that any interaction with alien life would lead to the downfall of human civilization. James Carter, the charismatic leader of the TPF, gathered his inner circle in a hidden bunker beneath the Rocky Mountains. "This is the moment we've prepared for," he said, his eyes blazing with fervor. "We must protect humanity from these outsiders, no matter the cost." As the world celebrated the dawn of a new era, the seeds of conflict were already being sown. Humanity's resolve would soon be tested in ways they could never have imagined. Back on Liberty Island, Zarok's demeanor suddenly changed. Its silver eyes widened and its body tensed. "Dr. Reyes," it said urgently, "I fear our arrival may have attracted unwanted attention. There are forces in the galaxy that would seek to exploit your world's resources and enslave your people." Elena's excitement turned to concern. "What do you mean? Are we in danger?" Zarok nodded sullenly. "The Galactic Confederation has long protected developing worlds from such threats. But your planet's unique properties have not gone unnoticed. We came not only to make contact, but to warn you and offer our assistance." As if on cue, alarms began blaring from the alien ship. Zarok looked up, its expression grim. "They're here," it said. "The Vorax, scourge of 1,000 worlds." The sky above New York darkened as a new fleet of ships emerged from hyperspace. Unlike Zarok's organic-looking vessel, these were angular and predatory, bristling with weapons. Elena's mind raced, trying to process its new development. In the span of a few hours, humanity had gone from being alone in the universe to being caught in the middle of an interstellar conflict. Zarok turned to Elena, its eyes filled with determination. "Dr. Reyes, your world stands on the brink. The choices you make in the coming days will determine the fate of your species. Are you prepared to face this challenge?" Elena looked back at the alien, then at the menacing ships in the sky. She thought of all the progress humanity had made, all the potential they had yet to realize. With a deep breath, she squared her shoulders and met Zarok's gaze. "We've faced extinction before," she said, her voice steady and resolute. "Humanity has survived ice ages, plagues, and our own destructive tendencies. Whatever these Vorax throw at us, we'll find a way to overcome it. We always do." Zarok's expression softened, a look of admiration crossing its alien features. "Then let us stand together, humans and Galactic Confederation, against the darkness that threatens us all." As the Vorax ships descended, humanity prepared to face its greatest challenge yet. The age of isolation was over. Earth's trial by fire had begun, and the galaxy watched with bated breath to see if this young species had what it took to claim its place among the stars. Little did they know, humanity was about to show the universe exactly what they were made of. The Vorax, and indeed the entire galaxy, were about to learn a valuable lesson. Humans aren't as squishy as they look. Unexpected allies. Human resilience shines. The skies over Earth crackled with energy as the Vorax fleet descended, their ominous ships casting long shadows across major cities worldwide. Humanity stood on the precipice of either its greatest triumph or its final hour. But if the Vorax expected an easy conquest, they were in for a rude awakening. Dr. Elena Reyes stood shoulder to shoulder with Zarok, the alien emissary, as they watched the approaching Omega from the command center hastily established in the heart of New York City. The room buzzed with activity as military personnel and scientists from around the world worked feverishly to coordinate Earth's defense. "They're jamming our communications," a technician called out, his voice tinged with panic. Elena's mind raced. "Zarok, is there any way your technology can break through their interference?" The alien's silvery eyes flickered with what might have been admiration. We can try, Dr. Reyes, but I must warn you, Vorax technology is highly advanced. As they worked to establish a clear communication channel, an unexpected ally emerged from the most unlikely of places. Aisha Patel, a 16-year-old high school student from Mumbai, had been live streaming the alien arrival on her popular YouTube channel when the Vorax appeared. Instead of fleeing in terror like many others, Aisha kept her camera rolling and her wits about her. "Hey guys, Aisha here, coming at you live with the craziest update ever," she said, her voice surprisingly steady as she narrated the unfolding events. "Looks like we've got some not-so-friendly visitors crashing the party. But don't worry, Earth's not going down without a fight." Unbeknownst to Aisha, her live stream was one of the few signals piercing through the Vorax jamming technology. Her broadcast quickly went viral, becoming a crucial source of information and morale for millions around the globe. Back in the command center, Elena's team made a breakthrough. "Dr. Reyes," a young engineer shouted, "we're picking up a clear signal. It's a YouTube live stream." Elena rushed over, her eyes widening as she saw Aisha's broadcast. "This is incredible. The Vorax must not have accounted for our social media platforms in their jamming efforts." Zorak peered at the screen, fascination evident in its alien features. "Your species continues to surprise me, Dr. Reyes. This young one's bravery is commendable." An idea struck Elena like a bolt of lightning. What if we could use this? Turn our social media into a global defense network. Within hours, Operation Viral Shield was born. Governments worldwide coordinated with major tech companies to create a decentralized communication system using existing social media platforms. Millions of smartphones became nodes in a vast, impromptu defense grid. Aisha's channel became the flagship of this new network. Her quick wit and unflappable demeanor made her the perfect host for Earth's most important broadcast. "All right, Earth fam," Aisha said, her face illuminated by the eerie glow of Vorax energy weapons in the Mumbai sky. "We've got updates coming in from all over. London's reporting some kind of force field protecting the city. Tokyo's got giant robots. I kid you not, fighting off alien drones. And get this, a group of hackers in Seoul just rickrolled an entire Vorax battleship." As Aisha's words spread across the globe, something remarkable began to happen. The fear that had gripped humanity started to give way to a fierce determination. People from all walks of life, from every corner of the planet, began to contribute to the defense effort in their own unique ways. In Brazil, a team of ecologists discovered that certain Amazonian plants emitted a frequency that disrupted Vorax sensors. Overnight, guerrilla gardening became a global resistance tactic, with people planting these species in window boxes and rooftop gardens worldwide. In Nigeria, a collective of Nollywood filmmakers used their expertise in practical effects to create incredibly realistic holographic projections, confusing Vorax ground troops and leading them into ambushes. Even the entertainment industry played its part. A K-pop group's choreographed dance moves were found to match the precise timing needed to dodge Vorax energy beams. That alien evasion dance challenge went viral, inadvertently training millions in survival techniques. Elena watched all of this unfold with a mixture of awe and pride. "Zarak," she said, turning to the alien emissary, "I think I'm beginning to understand why the Galactic Confederation came to warn us. It's not just about our planet's resources, is it?" Zorak's silver eyes seemed to shimmer with emotion. "You are correct, Dr. Reyes. Your species possesses something far more valuable than any material wealth. Your adaptability, your creativity in the face of overwhelming odds, these are rare qualities in the universe." As they spoke, alerts blared through the command center. The Vorax had launched a major offensive, targeting key cities around the globe. "This is it," Elena said, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "The moment that defines us." She grabbed a nearby microphone, patching into Aisha's live stream. "Aisha, this is Dr. Elena Reyes. I need you to broadcast this message to everyone listening." Aisha's eyes widened with recognition. Dr. Reyes, you'll live to about, 3 billion people right now. No pressure. Elena took a deep breath, feeling the weight of humanity's future on her shoulders. People of Earth, this is Dr. Elena Reyes. The Voraks have launched their main assault, but we are not alone and we are not helpless. Every one of you, every skill you possess, every crazy idea you've ever had, it all matters now. We are a species that has faced extinction before and lived to tell the tale. We've survived ice ages, plagues, and our own worst impulses. We are storytellers, inventors, dreamers, and fighters. And today, we show the universe what humanity is truly capable of. As Elena's words resonated across the globe, something extraordinary happened. The viral Shield network lit up with millions of responses, each person pledging their unique skills to the fight. Grandmothers in Scotland shared ancient recipes for smoke mixtures that could obscure Vorax sensors. Skateboarders in California discovered their boards' materials deflected alien energy weapons. A group of competitive eaters in Japan found they could consume and safely contain volatile alien energy sources. The Vorax, expecting to find a primitive, easily conquered world, instead faced a planet united in the most astonishing display of creative problem-solving the galaxy had ever seen. Zorok watched in amazement as reports flooded in of Vorax ships retreating, their crews baffled and demoralized by Earth's unorthodox defense tactics. Dr. Reyes, the alien said, a note of wonder in its melodious voice, I believe your people have just rewritten the rules of galactic warfare. Elena allowed herself a small smile. That's kind of our thing, Zorok. Humanity has a habit of doing the impossible when our backs are against the wall. As the Vorax fleet began to withdraw, a cheer went up around the world. ICE's live stream captured the moment, broadcasting joyous celebrations from every corner of the globe. We did it, Earth fam, ICE shouted, tears of joy streaming down her face. Alien invasion, 0. Humanity, 1. But even as humanity celebrated its victory, Elena knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy now knew of Earth's existence and of the unique potential its people possessed. Their trials were far from over. Sarak, she said, turning to the alien emissary, I think it's time we discussed Earth's place in the wider galaxy. We have a lot to learn, but I suspect we have just as much to teach. Zorak nodded, its silver eyes reflecting the dawning of a new era. Indeed, Dr. Reyes, the Galactic Confederation eagerly awaits the official introduction of humanity to the cosmic stage. I believe the universe will never be the same. As the sun rose on a new day, humanity stood united, having faced its greatest challenge and emerged stronger than ever. The message was clear. Earthlings may not look tough, but when pushed, they were anything but squishy. The galaxy had better take note. Humanity had arrived, and they were here to stay. The galactic challenge. Humans prove their worth. As the dust settled from Earth's miraculous defense against the Vorax invasion, humanity found itself thrust onto the galactic stage. The victory had caught the attention of the wider cosmic community, and Earth was now the subject of intense curiosity and scrutiny. Dr. Elena Reyes stood before the newly formed United Earth Council, her heart racing as she prepared to deliver news that would change the course of human history forever. Ladies and gentlemen, she began, her voice echoing through the grand hall, the Galactic Confederation has extended an invitation. They want Earth to participate in the cosmic crucible. A murmur rippled through the assembled leaders. The cosmic crucible, as Zorak had explained, was a series of challenges designed to test a species' worthiness to join the ranks of advanced civilizations. No newly discovered world had ever been invited to participate so soon after first contact. But here's the kicker, Elena continued, a glint of excitement in her eyes. They're not just inviting a few representatives. They want all of humanity to participate in real time through a galaxy-wide broadcast event they're calling Planet Earth, Underdogs of the Universe. The room erupted in a cacophony of voices, a mixture of excitement, disbelief, and apprehension. President Amelia Hawthorne raised her hand, silencing the crowd. "Dr. Reyes," she said, her voice steady but tinged with concern, "what exactly does this cosmic crucible entail?" Elena took a deep breath. "It's a series of challenges that test not just our technological capabilities, but our creativity, adaptability, and the very essence of what makes us human. And the whole galaxy will be watching." As news of the cosmic crucible spread, Earth buzzed with anticipation. Aisha Patel, now a global icon thanks to her live-streaming heroics during the Vorax invasion, took to her channel to rally the troops. "All right, Earth fam," she exclaimed, her enthusiasm infectious. "We've been invited to the galaxy's biggest reality show, and we're gonna show them what humans are made of. It's time to get weird, get creative, and get ready to blow some alien minds." The first challenge of the cosmic crucible was unveiled: harmonic convergence. Participants had to create a piece of music that could synchronize the brainwaves of a dozen different alien species simultaneously. Humanity's response was swift and unexpected. Instead of relying solely on professional musicians, Earth opened the challenge to everyone. A global hackathon was organized, combining the efforts of musicians, neuroscientists, data analysts, and even marine biologists who studied whale songs. The result was Earth Song, a piece of music unlike anything the galaxy had ever heard. It incorporated everything from classical orchestras to throat singing, from the rhythms of rainforest insects to the subsonic rumbles of elephants. Woven throughout were patterns based on prime numbers, fractals, and even cooking recipes, creating layers of meaning that resonated across species barriers. When Earth Song was played before the Galactic Confederation, the effect was immediate and profound. Alien diplomats wept, their neural patterns aligning in a way never before achieved. Earth had not only completed the challenge, but had revolutionized the concept of interspecies communication. The next challenge, quantum gastronomy, required contestants to prepare a meal that existed in a state of quantum superposition, simultaneously appealing to the taste buds of multiple alien physiologies. Earth's solution came from an unexpected source: a collaboration between molecular astronomists, quantum physicists, and a group of adventurous home cooks who had gained fame for their extreme fusion cuisines. They created the Schrödinger smorgasbord, a dish that reconfigured its molecular structure based on the observer's expectations and physiology. To some aliens, it tasted like the sweetest fruit from their homeworld. To others, it was a savory umami explosion. To humans, it was everything and nothing, a culinary adventure that defied description. The Galactic Confederation was astounded. Never had they seen a species approach the challenges with such unconventional methods. As the cosmic crucible progressed, Earth continued to surprise and delight the galactic audience. For the Temporal Tango Challenge, which required navigating through time distortions, humanity submitted a team of parkour athletes, theoretical physicists, and professional procrastinators. Their solution involved using the flow state, achieved in extreme sports, to surf time waves, with the procrastinator's innate ability to manipulate perceived time proving crucial in the most warped zones. But it was the final challenge that truly showcased humanity's unique potential. Titled the Empathy Nexus, it required participants to forge a meaningful connection with a silicon-based life form that communicated solely through gravitational waves. Earth's approach was audacious. They decided to send not a specialist, but a randomly selected group of humans from all walks of life. The team included a preschool teacher, a deep-sea welder, a stand-up comedian, and a librarian specializing in ancient languages. Their strategy? Pure, unfiltered human interaction. The preschool teacher used finger painting to create visual representations of gravitational waves. The welder fabricated a device that translated the aliens' communications into vibrations. The comedian used physical comedy to express complex emotions. And the librarian drew upon the world's mythologies to craft a shared narrative that bridged the gap between carbon and silicon-based existence. To the astonishment of the galactic community, it worked. The silicon beings, previously thought to be beyond the reach of traditional diplomacy, formed a deep and lasting bond with the human team. Tears were shed, though whether they were from the humans or liquefied silicon from their new friends, no one could say for sure. As the cosmic crucible came to a close, the galaxy held its breath. Humanity had approached each challenge with a blend of ingenuity, absurdity, and heart that defied conventional wisdom. They hadn't just completed the tasks, they'd reimagined them, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. The Galactic Confederation convened to render their verdict. Zarok, now Earth's staunchest advocate among the alien races, stood before the assembly. "Esteemed colleagues," Zarok began, its silver eyes sweeping the room, "we have witnessed something extraordinary. The humans have shown us that there is not one path to advancement, but infinite possibilities. They have reminded us of the power of diversity, of thinking beyond our predetermined limits. In doing so, they have not only proven their worth but have enriched us all." The vote was unanimous. Earth was welcomed into the Galactic Confederation, not as a junior member, but as a full partner with all the rights and responsibilities that entailed. Back on Earth, celebrations erupted across the globe. ICE's live stream captured the moment, broadcasting joyous scenes from every corner of the planet. "We did it, Earth fam," she cheered, tears of joy streaming down her face. "We're officially part of the galactic community. And we did it our way, with style, creativity, and just a little bit of crazy." As fireworks lit up the skies and impromptu parades filled the streets, Dr. Elena Reyes stood quietly in her lab, gazing up at the stars. She thought about the journey that had brought humanity to this point, and the adventures that lay ahead. "We're not just explorers anymore," she mused, a smile playing on her lips. "We're innovators, mediators, and maybe, just maybe, the shake-up the galaxy didn't know it needed." As if in response, a shooting star streaked across the sky. But Elena knew it wasn't a meteor. It was a ship, carrying Earth's first official ambassadors to the Galactic Confederation. Humanity had taken its place among the stars, and the universe would never be the same again. Crisis and cooperation, overcoming impossible odds. The euphoria of Earth's acceptance into the Galactic Confederation was short-lived. Just 6 months after humanity's triumphant debut on the cosmic stage, a crisis of unprecedented scale threatened not just Earth, but the entire galaxy. Nexus anomaly detected. The alert blared through the newly established Terran Space Command Center, its urgent tone cutting through the usual hum of activity. Dr. Elena Reyes, now Earth's chief xenoscientific advisor, rushed to the central holographic display. "What are we looking at?" she demanded, her eyes scanning the swirling vortex of data before her. Captain Jamal Khan, a former astronaut turned Galactic Fleet commander, pointed to a pulsing red dot at the center of the display. "It's some kind of spatial anomaly, Doctor. It appeared without warning at the edge of the Andromeda Galaxy, and it's growing." Elena's blood ran cold as she processed the implications. "It's consuming everything in its path, isn't it?" Jamal nodded grimly. "At its current rate of expansion, it'll reach the Milky Way in less than a month. Earth in 2. As news of the Nexus anomaly spread, panic gripped not just Earth, but every world in the Galactic Confederation. Ancient civilizations that had stood for millennia found themselves facing extinction. The galaxy's greatest minds scrambled for a solution, but the anomaly defied all known laws of physics. In this darkest hour, humanity once again turned to its greatest strength, the collective creativity and determination of its people. Aisha Patel, now hosting Cosmic Connections, the most-watched show in galactic history, issued a call to arms that resonated across the stars. "Earth fam, Galaxy fam, we're facing the ultimate boss battle," she declared, her voice broadcast to trillions of beings across countless worlds. "But remember, we're the species that rickrolled the Vorax and cooked quantum cuisine. Now it's time to science the heck out of this anomaly." The response was immediate and overwhelming. Earth transformed into a global think tank, with every person, from quantum physicists to kindergartners, contributing ideas. The planet buzzed with a fervor of innovation unlike anything seen before. Dr. Elena Reyes found herself at the center of this whirlwind of creativity, coordinating efforts between Earth's brightest minds and their alien counterparts. The solutions proposed ranged from the brilliantly plausible to the utterly bizarre. A team of theoretical physicists and abstract expressionist painters proposed using enormous space mirrors to reflect the anomaly back on itself, creating a reality feedback loop. A group of deep-sea explorers and alien mycologists suggested cultivating a strain of space-faring fungi that could potentially digest the anomaly. But it was an unlikely collaboration that would eventually crack the code. Prisha Gupta, a 12-year-old coding prodigy from New Delhi, had been tinkering with an AI program designed to translate cat behavior into human language. On a whim, she decided to feed the anomaly's data into her algorithm. "It's not random," Prisha exclaimed during a global brainstorming session. "The anomaly, it's powering." Her revelation led to a startling hypothesis. What if the Nexus anomaly wasn't a destructive force, but a living entity? One that was, perhaps, lonely. This shift in perspective opened up entirely new avenues of approach. Instead of trying to destroy or contain the anomaly, could they communicate with it? The next few weeks saw the most ambitious collaborative effort in galactic history. Linguists worked alongside quantum entanglement specialists to develop a communication method. Empaths from psychic alien races joined forces with human therapists to craft a message of peace and invitation. Meanwhile, engineers and artists from 100 worlds came together to construct the harmony spheres, massive space stations designed to resonate with the anomaly's frequency while providing a safe habitat for diverse life forms. As the anomaly approached the Milky Way, humanity and its alien allies enacted their daring plan. The harmony spheres were positioned as strategic points, broadcasting a message of welcome across the cosmos. For several tense hours, nothing happened. The anomaly continued its inexorable expansion, swallowing stars and planets in its path. Hope began to fade. Then, just as despair threatened to overtake them, the impossible happened. The anomaly stopped. Slowly, cautiously, tendrils of shimmering energy extended from the anomaly, gently probing the harmony spheres. The entire galaxy held its breath. In a moment that would be forever etched in the annals of cosmic history, the anomaly began to change. Its chaotic energy coalesced, taking form within the harmony spheres. What emerged defied description, a being of pure energy and infinite complexity, beautiful and terrifying in its alien majesty. And it spoke. The message, simultaneously broadcast to every sentient being in the galaxy, was one of profound apology and gratitude. The entity, which called itself the Nexus, explained that it was the last of its kind, adrift in the cosmos for eons. Its expansion had been an unconscious act, driven by an all-consuming loneliness. "You reached out," the Nexus communicated, its thoughts carrying emotions that transcended language. "In all my existence, none had ever tried to understand. You offered companionship to one you saw as a destroyer. This changes everything." The crisis averted, the galaxy erupted in celebration. The Nexus, no longer a threat, became an invaluable ally. Its mastery of space and time opened up new frontiers of exploration and discovery. Earth, as the driving force behind the peaceful resolution, found its status in the galactic community elevated to unprecedented heights. Humanity's approach, seeking to understand and connect rather than conquer or destroy, was hailed as a new paradigm for cosmic diplomacy. In the aftermath, Dr. Elena Reyes stood aboard the primary harmony sphere, gazing out at the shimmering form of the Nexus. Beside her, Prisha Gupta fidgeted excitedly, still coming to terms with her role in saving the galaxy. "You know," Elena said, smiling down at the young girl, "100 years ago, we thought we were alone in the universe. Now look at us, solving cosmic crises with cat translation algorithms." Prisha grinned. Does this mean I don't have to finish my homework? Their laughter echoed through the harmony sphere, a sound of joy and hope radiating out into the vast, no longer lonely cosmos. As news of the successful first contact with the Nexus spread, Aisha Patel's Cosmic Connections broadcast reached its largest audience yet. Beings from across the galaxy tuned in, eager to hear Earth's perspective on the incredible events. Family, friends, sentient gas clouds, and interdimensional energy beings, Aisha began, her eyes shining with emotion. We've just witnessed a miracle born from the best of what every species has to offer. But let's be real, it all started with a kid who wanted to talk to cats. The galaxy laughed together, a moment of unity that transcended all boundaries. With the Nexus as an ally and humanity's problem-solving skills in high demand, the future of the galaxy looked brighter than ever. Earth had proven that being human meant more than just flesh and blood. It meant creativity, compassion, and the unyielding desire to turn the impossible into reality. As the harmony spheres pulsed with newfound energy, carrying the shared hopes and dreams of countless civilizations, one thing became clear: the universe had better buckle up. Humanity's cosmic adventure was just beginning, and if their track record was anything to go by, it was going to be one heck of a ride. A new era, humanity's place among the stars. The galaxy was buzzing with anticipation. 5 years had passed since the Nexus crisis, and Earth was about to host the first-ever intergalactic cultural exchange festival. Billions of beings from across the cosmos were tuning in to Aisha Patel's Cosmic Connections livestream, eager to witness this unprecedented event. "What's up, universe?" Aisha's enthusiastic voice rang out across countless worlds. "Welcome to Earth-Appaloosa, where we're about to prove that humanity's weirdness is our greatest superpower." The festival was a dazzling showcase of human creativity and alien curiosity. Holographic displays transformed entire cities into living art installations, while zero-gravity dance battles captivated audiences both on Earth and in orbiting space stations. But the real star of the show was the Galactic Fusion Food Court, where Earth's culinary traditions collided with alien cuisines in spectacular fashion. Folks, you haven't lived until you've tried a sushi burrito made with Andromedan slug rice and Betelgeuse fire peppers, as she reported, her face contorted in a mix of pain and ecstasy. It's like a party in your mouth, and everyone's fighting. As the festival unfolded, Dr. Elena Reyes found herself in a heated debate with a group of alien scientists. The topic? Earth's newest and most controversial export, memes. "I'm telling you," Elena insisted, struggling to keep a straight face, "the distracted boyfriend meme is a complex commentary on the human condition, packed with layers of irony and social critique." The alien scholars looked baffled. "But doctor," one of them protested, "our advanced AI systems have analyzed this image for months and found no hidden data or encrypted messages." Elena sighed. "That's the beauty of it. The meaning is created by the viewers themselves. It's a collaborative art form that evolves with each iteration." As the aliens huddled together, furiously debating this new concept, Elena couldn't help but smile. Humanity's unique brand of humor and creativity was proving to be one of their most valuable contributions to galactic society. Meanwhile, in low Earth orbit, a most unusual sporting event was taking place. The Cosmic Parkour Championships combined anti-gravity technology, holographic obstacles, and the limits of human agility in a display that had alien spectators on the edge of their seats, or tentacles, or plasma fields. Holy quantum fluctuations. Aisha's voice echoed through the stadium. "Did you see that triple backflip through the miniature black hole? The Zorgax delegation is losing their minds, all 7 of them." But it wasn't all fun and games. In a quiet corner of the festival grounds, a series of talks titled Humanity's Humble Pie addressed the darker aspects of human history. Earth's representatives spoke candidly about war, environmental destruction, and social injustice, sharing the hard lessons learned and ongoing struggles. This unflinching honesty, far from diminishing humanity's standing, earned them newfound respect among the galactic community. Many alien races, long believing themselves above such primitive conflicts, found themselves re-evaluating their own societies. As the festival entered its final day, an unexpected guest arrived, the Nexus itself. Its shimmering form coalesced above the main stage, drawing gasps of awe from the assembled crowd. Beings of Earth, the Nexus communicated, its thoughts resonating in the minds of all present. Your festival has shown us something we thought lost to the cosmos: the joy of discovery, the beauty of diversity, and the power of unity in the face of difference. A hush fell over the crowd as the Nexus continued. In our long existence, we have encountered countless civilizations, yet none have embraced the unknown with such enthusiasm and adaptability. You have reminded us of the infinite possibilities that arise when different perspectives come together. The Nexus paused, and a ripple of anticipation swept through the audience. It is with great pleasure that we bestow upon humanity a gift, the Cosmic Codex. A swirling vortex of energy materialized, resolving into a shimmering, multidimensional object that defied easy description. The Codex contains the accumulated knowledge of civilizations long lost to time, the Nexus explained. We entrust it to humanity, for you have shown the wisdom to learn from the past, the creativity to reimagine the present, and the courage to shape the future. As Elena stepped forward to accept the Codex on behalf of Earth, she felt the weight of this responsibility. But she also felt a surge of excitement. This was why humanity had looked to the stars for so long, not just to explore, but to learn, to grow, to become more than they had been. We accept this gift with gratitude and humility, Elena said, her voice steady despite her racing heart. We pledge to use this knowledge not just for our own benefit, but for the good of all sentient beings in the cosmos. The ceremony concluded with a spectacular display of Nexus energy interacting with Earth's northern lights, creating a light show that made even the most jaded alien tourists gasp in wonder. As the festival wound down, Aisha gathered a diverse panel of beings for one final broadcast. "So, what's the verdict, Galaxy?" she asked, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "Are humans still the weirdos of the universe?" Izorgax Elder, its 7 eyes blinking in sequence, was the first to respond. "Undoubtedly, but we're beginning to suspect that's not a bad thing." A chorus of agreement rippled through the panel. Humans were indeed odd, unpredictable, sometimes frustrating, but also endlessly fascinating, infectiously enthusiastic, and surprisingly wise in the most unexpected ways. As the broadcast concluded and the last of the alien visitors prepared to depart, Elena found a quiet moment to examine the Cosmic Codex. Its surface rippled with information, offering glimpses of wonders and challenges yet to come. She thought about the long journey that had brought humanity to this point, from gazing at the stars in wonder, to taking their first tentative steps into space, to now standing as equals among ancient and powerful civilizations. It hadn't been easy, and the road ahead would have its own trials. But Earth had proven time and again that its greatest strength lay in the collective spirit of its people. "Well," Elena murmured to herself, a smile playing on her lips, "I guess the universe better buckle up. The humans are here to stay, and we're just getting started." As if in response, the Cosmic Codex pulsed with a warm light, offering a tantalizing glimpse of the adventures yet to come. Humanity's next chapter in the cosmic story was about to begin, and if their track record was anything to go by, it was going to be one for the ages. After all, in a universe full of wonders, sometimes it takes a species of weirdos to truly appreciate the bizarre beauty of it all. And humanity, for all its flaws and foibles, was proving to be exactly what the galaxy needed: a splash of color in the cosmic canvas, a wild card in the grand game of existence. The stars had once seemed cold and distant. Now they were filled with new friends, new challenges, and endless possibilities. And humanity was ready to embrace it all, one ridiculous meme, crazy invention, and impossible solution at a time.